Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This will be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. Okay? Today we're starting off with the crystal stromatolite collective. Okay, this ancient stone reaches deep down and activates your root chakra. Stromatolite is one of the earth's oldest stones and holds the power to fulfill your goals. Used with your daily meditation, it helps you reach back and reconnect with Mother Earth. Use with your daily meditation. It helps you reach back and connect with Mother Earth. Stromatolite, okay? So with this crystal here, Spirit could just be clearly conveying for you to do some grounding work. If it isn't meditation, it could be prayer for you. It could be just sitting in silence or solitude. It could be getting out to nature, whatever works for you. But there's a need to do some grounding work. Maybe you want to purchase that for yourself or get it as a gift for a loved one. And so let's tap into the tarot and find out why is it that the divine is intriguing the collective to ground themselves, okay? Connecting to Mother Earth. Something about you needing to connect more. This could be also connecting to people in your life. Not everybody, but those who are, near and dear to you. Those who have the highest pure intentions for your life. Those who are of good energy. Okay, your loved ones whom you deal with in your personal life is different for everyone. So there's a need for you to connect. Okay, this could also be in a personal love relationship. Okay. All right. This could be a relationship personally. This could also be a marriage. This could also be someone who's about to get engaged. Okay. All right. This could be a parent connecting with their children more as well. Okay, the Five of Cups, you could be in the energy of feeling like you're having a hard grips with getting a hold on something. Maybe you have a teenager who's being rude or disrespectful, okay, talking back to you, okay. Maybe you've been trying to connect with that teenager to let them know, hey, I'm your parent, cool it down, okay. So this could be maybe you need to connect more with your children, maybe finding better ways to connect with your children. This could be finding ways to communicate effectively. With the Nine of Wands, you are in search of trying to come up out of some kind of stressful situation. This could also be in a relationship, whether you're dating, married, engaged, okay? You feel like you're not connected to your spouse. You feel like you're drifting apart, like there's a wedge in between you and your spouse. You could also feel that like there's just a lot of disharmony within your home and you desire to have a different presence, a different energy. You don't like the energy that you feel in your home for some of you. And with the Nine of Swords here, you could be very determined to strengthen your connection. This could also be for someone who's been married for maybe 10 years or more. I'm getting 10 years or more, okay? Or someone could be also getting engaged or planning to marry someone, but you're going back and forth in your mind, male or female, because you feel like there's connection. You're trying to figure it out as you see the book and the pens there, okay, and the mudra pose that his hands is in. You're trying to figure out, are you making the right choice? If you were to commit to this person for the long term, will things worsen? Will things ease up? Will it change in any kind of way? Mm-hmm. You feel like there's a battle for your spouse or your children's or someone's attention. With social media, the kids are on their cell phones, their computers. If it isn't a video game, it's something media, it's something digital, it's something, so maybe you're trying to, let your child know, look, I don't mind you enjoying these things, but I need your attention in other places. This could be something regarding their chores around the house. Maybe they're not sticking to their agreement of their chores. Maybe you assign them to maybe pull the trash, do the dishes, clean their room. Maybe you're having problems communicating this because they're always on their, I'm hearing, electronic devices. Okay. So basically, this reed and this strodomolite stone here is speaking about needing to ground yourself and make sure that you're centered when you are communicating. So basically, don't feed fire with fire. If it's a screaming match, don't you scream at the screamer. Finding different approaches, okay? Um, because in all of these relationships, there's like a distraction or a wedge. There's like a missing piece of the puzzle. hmm But I see you've been working very hard to try to create some kind of way for there to be more peace in your home. This could be therapy. Maybe you're going to have therapy or counseling for you, your child, you and your spouse. Okay. Whether you're married, dating, doesn't matter. Anyone can go to therapy. Okay. It's not a bad thing. Your goal is to make sure that for the long term, that balance is restored. Not perfect, but balance is restored. No one wants to live in a home. I mean, like where each and every day you're arguing with your child or your spouse or your husband. No one, like every day of the week. I'm picking that up. This is a household or an environment where there's a lot of tension and stress. No one wants to spend every day of their life under stress or tension. And so the wheel of fortune is here, and you are making the right choices. Someone is reaching out to get therapy or some kind of counseling. This could be for their child. Okay, you could have a child with special needs as well. Maybe you're seeking behavior therapy, and you're doing the right thing. It's bringing the wheel of fortune into your life. This wheel of fortune is peace, is prosperity. Not only energetically with the relationships and communication, but also financially. This is bringing harmony back into your home. You're making the right choice instead of, sitting in a situation and letting it expand. Spirit is saying you're doing the right thing. You're reaching out. You're getting help and assistance. Okay. So never mind the stereotypes of what people say about talking to a therapist or a psychiatrist or a life coach, or maybe it's someone at your church or whomever. Whatever works for you works for you. Spirit is saying continue moving forward on getting help and trying different avenues to bring peace. Okay. Something about this counseling and therapy is going to direct you, and reaching out for help is going to give you direction of where to move forward. And that's why the wheel of fortune is here. It's pulling in a new energy. Okay. It's taking you out of the eight of swords, feeling like you don't have a grip on what's going on. Okay. You are a great parent, whoever you are. You are a great parent. Okay. Teenagers and children act up for many different reasons. Okay. You are a great parent. Spirit wants you to know that. Don't feel guilty. Be proud of yourself and just continue moving forward with the help that is necessary. Okay. That is required and necessary. Okay. Yeah, you're ready to put an end to this. You're ready to put an end. You're not happy. The home front is just not a pleasant place, and that's not good. Your home is where you eat. Is where you rest. Your home should feel safe. Doesn't matter what your zip code is, but home should be safe, and it should be peace in your home. That should be a place where when you get off work, or a place you go where you can have a peace of mind. Okay. It's not about the location. It's not about what you have in your home. It's really about, do you have peace in your home? Because if you don't have peace, you don't have anything. And having a peace of mind is a valuable thing. Very valuable. Okay, Spirit is saying now be mindful of the company you keep. There's something about someone that comes to your home, could be intercepting, or maybe a child or a teenager. Someone is picking up habits or traits from someone that comes to somebody's home. Maybe this is someone that visits your home often, friend or family member. Maybe they have some habits that are being picked up by your teenager, son or daughter. This could be a relative as well. They could have a very daring, ambitious nature. You could have, people parent different. We all are different people. And the way you parent your child, maybe your friend or family member don't parent the way you do. Maybe they allow things that you don't allow. And there's something about whether this is a friend or a family member. Someone is going to someone's house, and I guess when they hang out and their children are with them, your child is picking up some kind of habit. This could be profane language. This could be being sassy, maybe back talking you, and you may have been squinting your eyes like, where you get this from? Like, we don't do this here. Where you get this from? Something about it's somebody that your child is hanging around. If this isn't someone that comes to your house collective, this is someone could be at your child's school. And yeah, so you're gonna yeah. Seek the therapy, have the conversations. Hmm hmm Yeah. Continue moving forward. Continue moving forward. Make sure you complete your therapy sessions. That's for someone who's Pacific. You may get a length of sessions of how many. Spirit is saying complete it. Even if you're not comfortable, complete it anyway. hmm You may find it may be revealed. It may be revealed that your child or your spouse, whatever the wedge is, you're going to find resolve. You're going to find a resolution. But most of all, it's going to bring you back to some kind of balance in your home and in your personal life where you can rest with the Four of Swords. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.